Hello, friends. It's Ruslan Bortnik again. I missed you. I hope you missed me also. And today I'll try to discover you the newest situation around Ukraine and what is going on about negotiations, what is going on the battlefield of Ukraine, what is going on in internal policy of Ukraine. In very short words, it looks like all four main sides of this process, Europe, Ukraine, United States, and Russia, reached the cell and gathered of possible abilities of low hanging fruits. They gathered everything what was very easy to gather. What was very easy to find a solution. And now they reached this top, and in the top of this negotiation process, there are some very painful and toxic possible political decisions. United States is demanding, together with Russia, is demanding from Ukraine to withdraw from the rest, near 20% of Donetsk Oblast of Ukraine. I want to remind you it was a preliminary Russian condition to start a peaceful negotiation, to withdraw with Ukrainian troops from this region. And that preliminary condition looked agreed during the encouraged negotiation between Trump and Putin. And now Russia and Ukraine are from both sides are demanding. Russia and the United States from both sides are demanding from Ukraine to leave this territory, to make such an concessions. But the United States is trying to be very careful. The United States and White House doesn't want to look as United States are transferring these territories to the Russia. So they are trying to avoid these claims from in the West, in Europe, also from the opposition in the United States. So they are pushing Ukraine, but at the same time they are saying that we are not pushing Ukraine. That they are pushing Ukraine, but they are trying to prepare such conditions when Ukraine voluntarily and on its own responsibility will make such a decision. Zelensky is not stupid, and of course Zelensky is not ready to accept this game without the security guarantees and without the restoration package. But the United States stated that security package of Ukraine, security guarantees of Ukraine will be available only after the withdrawal of Donbass. At the same time, the United States don't believe that Zelensky will accept this, will make such a decision to withdraw from Donbass after the United States fulfill the security package, and Ukrainian side doesn't believe in United States assurances to make these security guarantees after Ukrainian withdrawal from Donbass. Europe, of course, is supporting Ukraine and standing strictly against any concessions towards Russia. Russia is still demanding these concessions, but I want to underline this, that Russia is demanding these concessions as a preliminary conditions. So it doesn't mean that if Ukraine withdraw from Donbass, Russia will start the fully scaled peace and war will be ended. It doesn't mean it at all. It means only that Russia is ready to start negotiation about the peace, but this negotiation may be fallen in the future and war may restart again but from another geographical position. And of course, these square meters of Ukrainian territory is very political important for Zelensky and Putin, for their political reputation, because this rest part of this destroyed Donbass, it's kind of political symbol of victory or defeat in this war. And if Ukraine will be able to keep control over even this small part of Donetsk Oblast, it means that Russia hasn't won the war. But if Russia will be able to push Ukraine, to keep Ukraine off these territories, it will be a significant symbol of Russian preliminary victory, of midterm victory in this situation. So because Russia and the United States are pushing Ukraine and pressuring on Ukraine, Ukraine is standing on looking support from Europe and waiting for the internal changes in the United States after the Middle East war or after the midterm elections, which will be held in Ukraine in the United States in the fall this year. All the sides are stating that they are ready to continue negotiation. They are fully pro-peace studies, but it's only the game. It's only the rhetorical game. No one is ready to some deep concessions. During the March of 2026, Russia captured 200 square kilometers of Ukrainian territory, and this is the lowest result from 2024. And many observers, military observers, are saying that it happened because of growing Ukrainian abilities in drones and wall of drone, and also because of the cessation of Russian resources. It may be so, but the most possible reason of this slowing of Russian offensive operation is a weather reason. Now we are between the summer offensive campaign and winter offensive campaign. So all the sides in the east, in the south, and in the south of Ukraine are waiting for the leafing of the trees, the growing of the grass, and so on, so-called greeny landscape, which is helping to avoid the observance from the drones, which is helping to, in fact, to transfer into the battlefield, which is helping to continue the offensive operation without so significant impact of the drones in the battlefield. So we are still maybe in the beginning or the early beginning of the new Russian offensive operation, which may be started in a few weeks when many leaves will be on the trees, and flourishing nature will be helping offensive soldiers to survive on the battlefield. So let's see. So moreover, the Ministry of Defense or Offense of Russian Federation, Belarus, made an investigation on Russian troops, and it looks like a final stage of the preparation of a new offensive operation. Of course, for Ukraine, the new season, the new summer season, is also new conditions of the war, and these conditions may give Ukraine additional ability to elaboration some lands or to continue some counter-offensive operation. But strategically, disadvantage between Russian and Ukrainian military resources is still very high, and Ukraine is not able to liberate all occupied territories or to even to make such an offensive operation like Ukraine made in 2024 in Russian lands. I'm talking about the Kursk operation. So negotiations are blocked by the political will and political toxic of these possible concessions, blocked by the waiting for the internal changes in United States and the results of the Middle East war. Battlefield now is the final preparation stage for a summer campaign, which could be very important, the most important maybe campaign starting from the beginning of the war, because Russia is claiming to be able to occupy entire the Donbass, and the fight for Donbass and also for the parts of Zaporizhia Oblast, for the parts of Sumska and Kharkivska Oblast will be the main targets in this war. And internal stability is still quite high in Ukraine and in Russia also. Zelensky and Putin are both very popular, still very popular in their society, and there is no significant crack, danger for power crack, which could bring some internal changes inside of Ukraine and Russia. So it means both sides are ready and able to continue the war. So it was my short observation on situation in Ukraine. Please write down your questions below this video. I'll be very lucky to answer for them. If you need some clarifications or detailizations of some processes, please subscribe to this channel, to our Telegram channel, to our to my also website of Ukrainian Institute of Politics, when we are doing a lot very detailed analytical reports. Have a nice day, friends, and see you next time. Bye bye.